Alright, so I gotta be honest, I haven't really filmed that great recently. So the last video you saw me do the J-pipe delete, and then afterwards I said I was gonna do something else. And I filmed a little bit of it, and I was really trying to get it done. We use a rented space to work on the cars here on base, so I was just trying to get in there, get out, and just get it done. But what that was it was a front mount, and I said I would paint it too, so I painted the intercooler and all the piping black along with the J-pipe delete. And then I went over there and I threw it on, and I had to cut up the bumper and stuff, and then I kind of just left it from there. And I really haven't filmed, but I've been wanting to. I haven't had the motivation really to do it. But today I'm gonna try to clean up the engine bay a little bit to make it a little bit nicer, because I actually went to my first car show yesterday. I didn't win anything, but my good friend Jonathan, he won something. So if you're watching this, shout out to you, and good job on that one. So he has a red RX-7. He took best foreign. So they did the show like foreign, best of show with an American. So of course foreign was anything not made in the US, or not a US brand I should say. But anyways, I wanted to clean up the engine bay because people had their hoods popped yesterday and my engine just does not look as good. And it kind of it made me feel a type of way. So I want to try to today get it cleaned up. I want to paint that metal plate cover thing that's on there. I want to get that painted, and I want to kind of just clean up the engine bay and get some of that dirt and grime off of there just to make it look better, so that way for the next car show I can pop my hood and show off all the little good bits that I have in there. So let's go ahead and let's jump right into it. So I already have the front bumper, the front bar, and the stock intercooler already off, and I'm just marking up this one. And if you saw the video I did yesterday, I painted that black, and then I also painted this intercooler black just to give it that sleeper look that I was talking about in that video. So I'm going to try to figure this out. I'm wrestling with it, but let's see how it goes. This is extra hard because the instructions are in Japanese, so I can't really read it. Winging it here, trying to figure it out, and try to use Google Translate. Alright, so I got it started. I got this bracket on just to kind of hold it up there, and then I can get those bottom brackets, and then we might have to cut a little bit of these sides right here just to get the pipe to go around. Alright, so as you can see, I got the intercooler mocked up now. Everything's just loosely on right now, and you always want to do loosely so that way you have room for adjustment. And then once you have everything on, you tighten it on down. So, but after putting on these couplers, you don't have to cut anything. So yeah, after getting these on, that pipe will clear perfectly. And then now we can just route it up. It should be good to go. So it might be kind of hard to hear because they're doing yard work over there. But what the cover I was talking about was this one. I already got it off pretty much. But you can see this is kind of just dirty, and it's got pitting on it and stuff. And it's just kind of gross looking. I took the whole thing off because I'm actually going to take like a Scotch-Brite pad, and I'm going to try to scuff these up and just kind of make them look a little bit shinier than what they are. So that way it just looks a little bit better. And then I got some cleaner that I'm going to use to just kind of clean up all this dirt and grime up out of the engine bay and all this nasty dust, just to try to kind of make it look a little bit cleaner up in here. Let's go run up, scuff this up, get it painted, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so now we're back in my makeshift paint booth. I'm going to throw on a few coats of this red, which is like the paint code, and hopefully it turns out alright. I'm not looking for it to be perfect, obviously, because this isn't perfect as it is, but I'm trying to make it look a little bit nicer. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some sandpaper and I'm going to scuff these the lettering, because they're embossed, so they stand out, so I can sand them back and make them silver again, just so it's not like one color. I think when you have like accent colors on it, it makes it look a little bit better. Alright, so while that piece is drying, I got a little Scotch Brite pad here, and I want to just try to just clean up these valve covers just a little bit. See if I can make them look a little bit better. Intake 2. I think eventually I'm just gonna have to like take all this off, clean them up really good, and just repaint these silver, which I do have a silver. I don't really want to take off the valve cover. I also got some simple green and a little brush. I also cleaned up that black plastic part, and I'm going to try to get off most of this grime up in here, make it look a little bit better. So a couple hours have passed, I'm finally done. I took it over to that garage and hit it with a hose and some simple green to kind of clean up all the grease off the towers and stuff. I got this all painted up red. I got the Toyota symbol off right now. I don't know if I'm going to do these ones. I probably will, just to make it look a little bit better. I am going to have to eventually take all this stuff off and just paint them with a high heat silver just to make them look better, because I can tell this has been on like a salty road over its life, and the salt has kind of deteriorated this. Then down here, it's kind of hard to tell because it's black, but you can see the two couplers right there. I got that intercooler in. I had to cut the front of the bumper off. Most people just cut it to about right here where the end of the intercooler is, and then they just move their plate over. But I kind of, like I said, I kind of want to go for a little bit of a stealthy look. So I didn't like the way it looked either, so I cut off from end to end, trimmed up the bottom, and then I left my plate where it's at. It still gets pretty good air. It still has a really good throttle response, and you can definitely feel the power difference in it now. That's kind of it for power mods for now, and then eventually I'm going to do probably an upgraded turbo. I know Drift Motion makes a rebuild kit for these that changes the ceramic internals of the turbo to billet aluminum, and I'm probably going to end up doing that just so I can push a little bit more boost. But yeah, the car feels great now. It's got the power that it should have. I think once I put the manual trans in it and I do like a turbo timer and maybe a boost controller, it's going to feel a lot better than what it did stock. But that's it for this video, guys, and I hope to see you in my next one. Peace out.